AITA for calling the police on my MIL after she brought peanuts into my house. I have a severe peanut allergy. Not like oh I get a little itchy severe. Like trace amounts can put me in the hospital severe. My husband and I agreed a long time ago that our house is completely peanut free. No exceptions. Everyone in the family knows this. The problem is my MIL. She loves peanuts and has never taken my allergy seriously. She's always saying stuff like just don't eat them or you're being dramatic. I've asked her multiple times not to bring peanuts into our home and she keeps doing it anyway. Last week my husband was out of town and she showed up unannounced with a bag of roasted peanuts. I told her she needed to leave them outside or in her car. She ignored me, walked right past and opened the bag in my living room. I was scared honestly. If any of that residue got on the couch or the coffee table or anywhere I could touch it I could end up in the ER. This isn't me being paranoid, this is just how bad my allergy is. I didn't know what else to do so I called the police. Explained that someone was in my home with something that could cause me serious harm and refused to leave or get rid of it. They came and she ended up being taken in for questioning. She said I should have just waited for her to leave and cleaned everything after. But I don't think she understands that cleaning isn't enough. Cross-contamination is real and this stuff can kill me. I've told Mael so many times. She knows. She just doesn't care. I felt like I had no other option. AITA to fool by finally getting suspended, having my world implode, and deserving every bit of it. Come check out a step-by-step plan to completely destroy your entire world. I just found out my license is suspended because of missing points after a recent brutal car accident, Accident 1, and several traffic tickets that I, unknowingly, owed from years back. The absolute earliest I can get it reinstated is February 16th, and that's only if I pay my remaining court fee balance of. Otherwise, I'll have to wait until October. But even then, I'm not sure what will happen because this accident was full on my fault. A car was at a dead stop in the freeway and I couldn't reduce speed in time to avoid rear-ending them. Not sure the extent of the damage on theirs. The car I hit bumped another one. Both vehicles seemed relatively unscathed but the $10,000 they're suing me for says otherwise. If I don't pay them that by February 6th my license will get suspended, again, I guess. My car was totaled, and my chest was blue for 2 weeks. None of them were hurt and thank Christ for that. I also owe $600 in tickets, and had to miss my court date because of work. This is one of the really awful ones. I, like a petulant and irresponsible child, had dropped my insurance because the rates were outrageously high. Quite frankly, I think it's a fucking scam. Still think so, but now I highly regret not having it. Because now, and deservedly so, my job primarily involves driving a vehicle. I'm insured commercially through the company to use their vehicles, so my lack of personal insurance hasn't been an issue. But now with my license suspended, best case scenario, I'm laid off. I have off work tomorrow, and haven't told my boss about the suspension yet, though he knows everything else. My boss is also my landlord, a minister at my church, and a childhood family friend. He's a kind but imposing man, and kind of has a monopoly on my time and life. I'm going to see him around all weekend and have no idea when I'm gonna rip off this band-aid, that I'm too much of a failure to continue to work for him now and I have to fall on his mercy and beg to let me keep my studio above his garage until I can get back on my feet. Intermission. So to recap so far, I have no vehicle, no license, and thousands upon thousands of dollars in the hole, and, come Monday, will have no job. This post is halfway finished. BTW. I have a beloved girlfriend. She's my moon and stars, and I'd do anything for her. But she's crazy bad with money and going through her own financial apocalypse. She just moved into a new apartment after getting evicted, is going through a bankruptcy, and got her car repossessed after she missed one of her payments. I'd been getting up at 5:30 to give her rides into work before my own shift, but now neither of us has a car, and there's no bus routes that run that way. She has to take round-trip Ubers to get to and from work just to keep her job. Sometime her commute costs more than her shift. I've been helping support her with her bills while she tries to get a car from a bankruptcy resource she's applying for, but now I've got nothing to offer her and we can't even drive to see each other, stranded at our own houses unless I burn some of my meager remaining savings on an Uber. We've even tried begging strangers on Reddit to help give her rides. During the time I've been fighting dual financial apocalypses, I've had a work-related back injury and 2 separate flus, neither of which had the courtesy of just finishing my worthless carcass off. My hands have been trembling when I drive, so at least I don't have to deal with that right now. TLDR, I've thoroughly destroyed my life through irresponsibility and stupidity, lost everything I have, and possibly condemned the wonderful partner who relies on me to get fired and